get started.
It's time to drink
and draw.
Drinks
And draw.
Ladies and gentlemen, wake the kids, phone the neighbors.
drinks
And draw.
Give the folks a little sizzle. Sizzle?
Spetsy.
Quick. Wow, you're pretty quick for a big guy. Brought to you by
Comics.shop.
I believe I'm ready, but you just don't know.
I feel I'm ready.
Yeah, g'day mates. Welcome to Comex's Friday Night Drink and Draw. Just before we went on, during the intro music, I tried to adjust my beanie. It was a horrible mistake. I should have just trusted my pre-show beanie setup, but here we are. We're a bit of a skeleton crew tonight. Where are the skeletons? Where is our skin?
I'm not. I'm fat. I'm fatter.
That's some calcium in those bones.
Yes.
Well, I am a Spedsy, and next to me is now I'm going to think. Look, I keep leaning on this Dr. Dre thing, so let's just say her actual name, shall we? It's Shaden Jew.
Thank you. Yes.
No.
Good to be back.
you.
I took a week off last week because of uni was hectic, so it's good to be back. Yeah, looking forward to tonight's episode. So yes.
Yes, and we missed you muchly, as we did this man when he lost his ribs in the Great War of just not long ago. But he's back with us. It's Detective Nick Tracy.
Hey, going. Nick Tracy was my handle at high school. It was my little MSN messenger name that would pop up for chats and stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Dick Tracy fan, but I'm a fan of Dick Tracy. There we go. That's how I'm going to phrase it.
Now, your internet cut out. You said, I would say I'm a huge dick, and then it just cut out. We missed the...
Look, leave it there. I think that sums up everything I need to say.
Okay. Now, Alex, now's your shot, matey. The floor is yours. Get as many in as you can before we put a ribbon on this dick, if you will. Go for it. Let's get some double entendres going.
Not yet. No, they're funnier when you don't expect it. I mean, I don't know. Does Dick have a female friend?
Well, I mean, I should have known.
I mean, was there was Pussy Galore supposed to be in a Dick Tracy film, but she ended up being in Bond, and then you're like, I don't know. See, that's what happens. This isn't working. This bit's not working. Nick, can you save this, please? Can you save me? Tell me what is Dick's girlfriend? Does Dick have a girlfriend? Because there's a Madonna. Madonna's in the movie. Is she a girlfriend or is she just
Yes, true heart. Anyway, we'll get to that surely.
Nick May, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you for having me on this night of Dick Tracy. I've just got one question. What the hell is MSN?
What? No. You put that sentence back in your mouth. You don't know what MSN is?
So before Facebook Messenger, there was this single...
I don't know what that is either, just so we're clear.
Okay. It's just a chat app. And basically when you got home from school, you turned it on and all your friends turned it on and we all turned each other on. It's great.
Nick, remember ICQ?
I actually skipped that. Like I knew it was an option.
Yeah, but that's predated. I think that was before. I think that was one of the very first ones, wasn't it?
You guys have lost me.
Dave, you would know about this. Was ICQ?
I haven't understood a word you said.
Okay, Nick, remember the pigeons?
Pigeons,
Dave Dye, of course. Welcome to the show, Dave. So we'll keep going.
Mate. Yeah, thank you.
Now, I don't want to brag about my MSN game. Well, firstly, this is disturbing that I am of a post-MSN generation. It existed while I was alive, obviously, but I wasn't in my heyday during the MSN whatnots. And Look, I wasn't. I know to look at me, you'd be shocked, but I wasn't exactly fighting off the ladies with sticks, if you will.
What did you use?
Really?
What did you
I
use?
don't
If you didn't
believe
use,
it.
is there a better tool?
Did you use Muay
No, I just used my looks that kept them away amply.
trick.
But mate, look, I'm not shy in saying I would have killed it in the MSN days, mate. If I could have just sent random g'day mates to every girl in my class, I would have had that shit on lock. Anyway,
Hey, that was the thing. I knew guys that would talk to girls on MSN, but at school just clam up. There's like they're like multiple personalities going on.
Yeah. Whereas without MSN, I was just nonstop clam. It was just like if you wanted some clam. Like even now, if you look at me, like this red really brings out my red. So yeah, I got that going for me. All right, so look, when you don't have Shane Sizzle Siddle captaining this ship, it's left just to the rats, and it's normally Sizz books this thing, and when Sizz is out of action, you've just got the OGs, the regulars. But we're going to make this work if you stick with us. Now we're going to do what we do, and we're going to talk about this.
Let's talk about real stuff. Let's talk about
Yes, of course, we are drawing and talking Tracy this week. Now, a little refresher from the old Spedsy wiki page. It's all up here, mate. It's all up here. But look, just in case I jotted some notes down. Dick Tracy is an American comic strip even, featuring, believe it or not, Dick Tracy, a tough and intelligent police detective created by Chester Gould. The strip made its debut on Sunday, October 4th, 1931. I believe Nick May just celebrated his sweet 16th. It was in the Detroit Mirror, of all places. And he's been the hero in a number of films, of course, including Dick Tracy, which was starred Warren Beatty playing the lead in 1990, and Madonna as Horny McGee. No, actually, that was me. That was me watching the movie because Madonna.
What Warren Beatty did that for you, mate?
Yeah. Warren Beatty got me all up in me whatnots. No, Madonna did a little number on young Spedsy. Good golly.
Oh, really?
Mate, that was right around the time she dropped the sex book, and then she was in Body of Evidence. Holy moly.
Yeah,
She was working.
She was. Yep. All righty. And then, let's talk a little. Yeah, please.
What else about Madonna? Come on.
Oh, well, she had one eyebrow in that movie. What was that movie?
She was also in that baseball movie.
Oh, right.
League of
Legends.
Yeah. And she had that song too, where she was wearing like combs.
This one?
Yeah, I think so. Vogue. Yeah, was that Vogue that she was wearing the little?
Open your heart to me or something. Do you want me to sing it? I'm not.
Yeah.
Please.
No,
Yes,
sorry, my internet's just dropped out. Damn it!
I don't know. I see.
Thank goodness for that.
He has a guitar in the background. Nick has got the vocals. I think there's a Madonna song that should be happening.
Well, I can confidently sing Like a Virgin because I didn't have MSN growing up. Anyway, right. So look, let's talk Chester Gould. Of course, the creator of Dick Tracy. After taking art correspondence courses as a teenager, Chester Gould decided that one way to get rich would be to create a comic strip, which still applies today. You can get rich by making comics, you guys.
Really?
His idea was to get this strip syndicated all over the country. Early attempts, such as Radio Cats, were, in his words, strictly stinkeroo, he recalled. Eventually, Gould once he moved to Chicago, decided that in order to stand out, he needed to craft a strip that was serious in tone, a contrast to the comedic strips of the era. Drawing on his distaste for mob figure Al Capone, Gould created Plain Clothes Tracy, about a detective disrupting the criminal underworld. It wasn't until Joe Patterson, who was the co-editor at the Chicago Tribune, he liked the idea but thought Dick Tracy would be a better name, because Dick was what people called detectives.
That's correct.
The strip debuted October 4th, 1931, as we said, just after Nick's Sweet 16th, and has been running ever since. Chester Gould launched a lawsuit against one Detective Budgie. It turns out the same color palette was used later.
What?
Is that a thing? Quick, did your love of Dick Tracy inform Detective Budgie?
Yeah, it's published in the back of my own Budgie books. There's something about the Dick Tracy cape coat that I tried to incorporate in the Detective Budgie wing set coat that he wears. Even the font, I see it here. There's some resemblance to Dick Tracy. And that's because I want that detective angle in my books. I like that traditional pagey pulpiness of Dick Tracy.
Sorry, Nick. So this yellow has nothing to do with Bruce Lee?
No Bruce Lee in that one at all. No.
Sure. Just to confirm this for the audience. So nothing to do with Bruce Lee.
Nope.
Excellent. Well, let's just dip in on the comments, shall we, real quick? We've got Andrew Law with the first of the you-knows. Sizzle is unwell to contribute, but damn it if he can comment.
Good on you. G'day, Sis.
Bo with a first. Put an F in the chat. Comex forever. Third. There's a whole game going on in the comments. Aussieverse for life. Sonette, what is happening? Love y'all. Woohoo from Sean. Stu Thornton. I just took both his names and put them together. All right, Shade and Jew. I feel like Dick Tracy was before your time. What do you know /hate/love about the man they call Tracy?
Well, I'm going to do neither of those things. I'm going to tell you what I Googled.
Excellent.
You pretty much wrapped it all up for me. So you did my job for me. Thank you very much. I think when I first started looking into it, it was kind of like the quintessential 1930s comic that I had already pictured in my head. Okay. So I was kind of joining the two dots together, and I was like, when I picture that kind of era of comics, it was this character that popped up. And now that I can put a name to that face, I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know much about Dick Tracy, so I'm hoping that both you and Quick Nick can teach me a thing or two, so to speak, tonight. So
May's the expert, isn't he? Just a vibe I've got.
I don't know why I assumed. Yeah, that's why I assumed. I think.
Put it up again, Nick.
No, sorry, Dave. My internet just dropped out.
Oh, yeah. I have to watch the replay.
Yes. Well, what was I going to do? Something. Oh, that's right. So, Shaden, I love that you don't know heaps about Dick Tracy, because that makes our next game a bit of fun. What you have to do, as I like to do on these shows, is I should come up with a name, but it's like 2 lies and a truth or something like that.
Okay.
It's which
Is this
of
what
these...
you rehearsed with Nick before? Oh, sorry. Anyways.
Firstly, well, no. I mean, kind of.
Oh, good.
And rehearsed is a strong word. It was just like, hey, Nick, if we do this thing, could you... Anyway, but that's... What are you doing to me?
I don't know. This is all rehearsed, by the way. Everybody watching, this is not improv.
Yeah.
I did interrupt Spedsy. This is exactly how we planned it out.
All right, so I'm going to give you 3 villains, 3 Dick Tracy villains, Shaden. Only one of them is a real villain. The other 2 are made up.
Oh, cool.
So get ready. I should also get ready. I got little things going. All right, here we go. So 3 options. Lips manless. That wasn't lips manless. I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
Ears McCoy. And legs Manchi. So you got lips manless, ears McCoy, and legs Manchi.
So am I pointing out the one that is or isn't?
The one that's a real villain, the one that exists.
Oh, I know
I
this one.
don't know. I feel like I'm going to be really wrong at this. I'm just going to go with Ears McCoy.
Ears McCoy. Yes, friends, I downloaded a buzzer. Which is going to get a workout when we...
Which one was it? Or do you just pass it on to me?
Here is a picture of the villain, of course. Lips manless.
Wrong.
Isn't that the lady from Bardo?
But
goodness. Who did you
anyway,
say?
Right. Well,
She was in a Blink 182 clip. I forgot her name.
Sophie Monk.
That's the one. Oh, there you go. Was that her?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't.
That was lips manless, Alex.
I think
Come
lips
on, mate.
manless was like Paul
Is
Sorvino.
she in MMA? Is she with all those bruised lips like that?
If she was in
Does that
MMA,
make
I'd
them
probably
pop up
know
like
it.
that?
Yeah, like Alex, there's no way anyone is convinced that we rehearse any of this.
That's what makes us amazing.
Oh yeah, this is all just off the cuff. Can you believe it?
I know.
Amazing. Shaden,
amazing.
If you had to name yourself after like a 1930s mob sort of villain, like a Ears McCoy or a Lips Manless, what do you think you would call yourself?
See, mine is just one word. I know that like those kind of villains have got like 2-word kind of names. I don't know. I would just go like, I mean, I've already got this nickname, but it's Sladen.
Sladen. Okay. That's not bad. I was thinking more like a self-deprecating, like mine would be like crooked nose greybeard McGee or something.
Catchy.
I don't know. Maybe you can come up with one.
Well, no, because everyone has to pretty much come up with their own because it's pretty insulting otherwise.
I think I can take it.
We'll make them up for you. Don't worry, mate.
Well, that's why I took the 2 big ones off the board, I think, Dave. Although right now, yeah, as I say, the red in my hoodie is bringing out the red in my face. So you could call me Red-Faced Larry. Another catchy one.
Yeah.
All right, quick. So we've mucked around a little bit with your Dick Tracy-ness. Do you have anything more for us before I try out a little villain game with you?
I got a Dick Tracy Forever book. You got this one, Mr. May?
I think this is your segment, Nick.
Oh, well, I just want to say I've got a Dick Tracy book. I'm quite fond of it. It's good. I think he's beautiful. Look at him. He's such a well-drawn character.
That is very pretty, yeah.
mate.
I like the fact that he's got an Apple Watch before it was a thing.
Yeah, he was pre-Apple Watch. Look at this.
Not Chester Gould.
Old yellow. He's just such a great, iconic dude.
There's lots of halftone use there too.
Yeah, it's a lot of halftone. Big fan.
Is that Michael Avon Oeming on the cover or whatever? Yeah.
Yes. He's definitely got a way. He's got nice thick lines. It's beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah, so this is a somewhat modern comic, right?
Yeah.
With Avon Oeming on it.
This would be a few years old now, I think. Just trying to find a real beauty. But it's a beautiful book.
Here you go, mate.
A lot of black space.
There's a real beauty. Sorry, you wanted a real beauty, so
yeah, I gotta. I'm not gonna reach out for Spud, but he's got the Dick Tracy colors.
I'm trying a new thing, Alex, where I actually compliment you as opposed to insult you. It's a
God,
brave new
yeah,
world.
See,
It's
Spud the
just
Bear
not gonna
has
work.
yellow, just like Dick.
Now,
Anyways.
just I would be remiss if I didn't dip into the comments real quick. Did someone say tracing dicks? And we're going to get a lot of these here. Look at the talent on this show: Dave MFing Die, Nick. Look, this guy named Omnibo named them for us. Nick's gorgeous May,
Gorgeous
Alex
May.
funny F major, Nick the quickest, Shade and the magician, and that the guy. Wow,
That other guy. Is that
hurtful.
you, Spiggy? You got missed out, mate.
Quick, do you want to play a little game that we call a name that I keep forgetting? Two fakes and a true.
Let's go.
So one of these villains is a real Dick Tracy villain, and the other two have been made up. Quick, can you work out which is which? We have three to choose from: Little Face Finny, Little Fanny Face, Finny Fanny Face Face.
The first one's real.
Congratulations. Now, of course, let's just confirm. Here he is. Little Face Finny.
Wow.
Now, the one bit we did rehearse before the show that Alex is talking about was that I was going to put up pictures that weren't the real thing, and then Nick May, you were meant to say,
That's not them.
Oh, is that what you were? Oh, sorry.
That was somebody else. Just in preparation for the show, I just watched Dick Tracy, and I saw Little Face. And Spedsy, you've done something silly, you're really annoying me. Please do not denigrate the works of Chester Gould. Otherwise, that's it. It's pickles.
Quick, if you had to, now I'm not accepting Quick as your mobster villain name. I need something else, preferably a physical feature.
Yeah. It'd be well, can I be a cop or something?
Yeah.
I'll be like hard-nosed Nick or something. Hard-nosed Nick. Let's go with that. That works.
Yeah, but then there's you've already got Crooked Nose McGee with me or whatever my name was.
Well, you can be my nemesis, assuming you're one of the bad dudes.
Yeah, nose versus nose.
Yeah, hard nose versus crooked nose.
There we go.
Who wins? Who knows? Yeah. This thing writes itself.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully, because I'm not right. It sounds like a piece of shit. Anyway.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep. Alex.
Oh yes, hello.
Yeah, we've normally got a room of 10, mate, and we're normally pushing for time, so we might get to play around a little bit here. All those weeks of me trying to get you to shush, maybe we can open up those.
Too late. You broke
Alex,
me. Yeah. Too bad you broke me. I'm staying quiet. Fuck you.
Alex,
I mean, sorry.
lips. Tight lips, major.
Yeah.
Alex, do you know much or anything about Dick Tracy?
Yeah, but you guys already spoke all of the stuff I knew about it, like Warren Beatty and Madonna. I knew it used to be on Channel 7, I think, back in the day when Channel 7 was on TV. Is that still on TV?
Who cares?
Is Channel 7 still on TV?
Yeah.
They were cancelled.
Yeah,
Too many dicks.
Yeah. Too many dicks. Yeah. But yeah, so all I did a quick image search and I was like, oh yeah, that's what I remember. But yeah, no, I remember there was like some video games back on the Mega Drive. They're really crap.
There were multiple Dick Tracy games?
Yeah. There were a couple. There was like an arcade.
They were massive.
Thank you.
Yeah. Did you not play video games when you were like 12 or 13?
Mate, I was too busy cruising for chicks on MSN, mate.
Yeah, you were.
BRB. Oh, that's be right back. What's the one that you always used to ASL?
ASL, there you go.
Age, sex,
I don't
language.
know. I just type ruffle for everything.
No, this is pre-ruffle, I think.
Well, I can't. I used to be an emoticon man. Did you ever use emoticons?
Yeah.
I don't know why we started to call them emojis. I hate it. Emoticons has a Transformers vibe.
Yeah. So cheap plug. Vamoose 4 coming soon on Kickstarter at this address. I felt I was pretty clever by having these little robots that have emojis for faces, and they're called emoticons. And that was definitely with the Transformers in mind.
I had that when I was when I on the message boards. You could always put like a little signature. My one was always emoticons transform and roll out, and I was very proud of that one.
Wow.
Yeah. How often did you get beaten up in those days?
You know what? I only gotten into a school fight once, and it was because it turns out I thought somebody ratted on us cheating on a math test, and it turns out it wasn't. Nobody did rat out about it. They just gossiped that it got rat out about it, and then because I got pissed off and this other math nerd got pissed off about it, so then the teachers found out. So then we ended up, and then some cool kids figured we should fight. So they were going to fight. And then, so we just got to slap each other and cried in the middle of it.
Oh, yeah.
And then we thought we were going to get expelled because we got into a fight, but we didn't. And then the other kids spat on us for not really fighting. So,
what do you reckon, Alex? What do you reckon Lips Manless would do to a rat?
Lips Manless? What would do to a rat? I don't know. You know who knows a lot about rats? Beaujardin. He knows a lot about rats. He's been raising rats for he says 50 years now. So he's the guy to talk to about rats.
Okay.
Although he's not the same person that you're referring to. Like
what?
Lips Manless or whatever he said. Was it Lips Manless?
Yeah. Hey. I don't recall saying hook. There is no hook.
What was it?
I think it was crooked.
Deformed, I think.
I would just go with ugly. We'll just abbreviate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugly nose McHorrid.
Shud-face McGross. The idea was that I disarm you guys by owning that, and then you have no weapons against me. But no, you still do, and they all cut like very sharp blades. Before we play a quick game with Alex, let's just check in. Absolutely loving the stream on Dick Tracy. The blend of classic storytelling and iconic visual style never gets old. What do you think sets Dick Tracy apart from other comic book detectives? Dave, we might just check in with you real quick. What do you think sets Dick Tracy apart from other comic book detectives?
Surely it's the
original. Maybe he's close to one of the originals, you reckon? He's that old.
Right.
Isn't Batman older than him?
Probably a lot of tropes and that we use today come from Dick Tracy. Look, he was the first to have a watch with a radio on it. He was full of gadgets. He's probably a bit ahead of James Bond, was he?
Was he full of gadgets? Tell me one other gadget.
Oh,
he had a car.
The old gun gadget.
What did he do? Well, in this story I've got here in front of me, he's used his phone. He's actually manipulated. There was a girl.
That's the same one gadget.
Songs, and he somehow manipulated his wrist radio, so he could listen to her recordings, and then re-record them for later use in trial.
Okay.
So it's all through
but he wanted sorry, Dave. I don't want to just to rephrase Spencer's question. He didn't want to know what the one gadget did. He wanted to know the volume of gadgets he had.
He had a two-way wrist TV, and he had a two-way wrist radio.
Did he have an iPad?
Lots of wrist-based. Was that in the one gadget, or was he like radio over here?
It evolved. It was like iPhone 1 and then iPhone 15.
Yeah, so still the one iPhone.
No, it's two different things.
Well, Dave started the proclamation with "He's the man of many gadgets." He was
Stop
before
making me
James
laugh
Bond.
while I'm lettering. You've made me bloody do a big bloody hook up there.
Mate,
because
no
of
laughing
you
out here.
get a chuckle.
We're going. Like, can't wait to hear more insights.
You know, I was before tonight's show. I got on the internet and I watched Dick Tracy and the G-Men, made in 1939, and it looked very good, interesting show. He was arrested the world's famous spy Zorko.
Oh yeah,
Zorko was
Zorko.
just about to go to
Wondered what happened
trial.
to him.
It sounds like
Yeah,
a hurtful name you guys use
Plays for
against me.
Brisbane now.
Right, halfback for Brisbane. Yeah.
Adam Gillespie with a amazing comment here, very insightful. I think Dick Tracy's Rogues Gallery is amongst the.
He's right.
They're amongst. They're amongst.
Yeah.
And then a couple of minutes later, he chimes in. Some of the most memorable villains ever.
That doesn't make sense on its own. Sorry, Adam.
Yeah, you didn't need to finish the sentence. It was sort of more powerful. And we all finished it like, yeah.
They are amongst them.
Shaden, what was your name again? I forgot, apart from Shaden.
My name was Sladen.
Sladen. Oh, that's your head. Let's see it again.
Hell yeah.
Who's singing Like a Virgin at the karaoke tomorrow? Is that you, Nick? One of you. Either Nick can reply.
I have not put my hand up for such a task.
Quick, I think you need to give her a last name. It's like Sladen, not McGee, because that's my go-to, but Sladen Longlegs or
Sladen Fox.
I reckon something exotic, something European, mate.
Oh,
European.
Something Russian or Ukrainian or Serbian or something.
Sladen Malikov.
Eastern Bloc. Yeah, what you said.
Sladen Djokovic.
Or it could be like a Dick Tracy sort of like.
Yeah, like in the aisles. Slade them in the aisles.
Yeah. I like
Beautiful.
that. So, Alex,
Yeah.
hang on, let's see what we landed on.
I
In the aisles. Nice.
Hell yeah.
We can go, if you're going to go nicknames, we can go with my Korean name.
What the fuck?
There you go. Shaden, do you smoke?
Smoking's bad for you.
I do not smoke. No, I do not smoke.
It's okay. No one's watching. Which is not what we want. Which is not what we're aiming for, but...
Dick Tracy was famous for inventing vaping, I think.
Oh, really?
I bet it was strictly wrist-based vaping. He was...
Yeah, it all operated out of his wristwatch.
Yeah.
I feel like he didn't, because he was such... My understanding of Dick is that he's such a straight guy. Like,
I mean, you'd know.
Is it frozen? Okay. Oh, man. It's like talking to Kenny McCormick.
Laughing at my own jokes.
Just smutty orange jumper.
Yeah. Hey, it's red. You can tell by my matches on my face.
Oh, sure. That's what upsets it.
I'll offset you in a minute. Alex Major, do you want to play a little game we like to call two of them are wrong, but one of them is correct? All right, you ready?
Hey, I haven't given you consent yet. Okay, go ahead.
Always Alex that makes it weird. All right, get ready.
This is what they told me at work. Apparently, I'm talented at making things weird, and then I was like, I like it. It's a compliment.
All right. All right. So number one, cheese breath. Number two, sandwich face. Number three, coffee head.
Well, coffee head sounds like my old nickname, so let's go for that one. Oh, what a guess.
Yeah, correct, mate. And of course, as we all know him, there he is, the old coffee head, straight out of 1949 Dick Tracy comics. What do you have to say
Rob,
about
that's
that,
not
mate?
the right picture. Rob, get it off. This is ridiculous. It's a scandal. I can't believe it. I apologize to all the Dick aficionados out there. You will not play this game any longer.
Alex, if you were to give yourself a loose lips McCroy, is what I came up with when trying not to call it McGee again.
Well, I don't know, because I have a Korean nickname that might work here.
Well,
if I translate it.
Any of the other Dick Tracy villains, do they have Korean nicknames?
Well, I translated it into English. I'll tell you the Korean one first.
I feel like I let
translate
Sladen slip this dodgy one in that wasn't like a Shaden Longlegs McGillicuddy.
She don't make anything. Isn't she just long legs in the aisle or something?
I've never seen her legs, to be honest. It's just I have actually seen her legs.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I didn't
right. Yeah.
Then I was like, I was going to try and dig out of that by saying, no, I've seen her whole body. And that's just, the whole thing sounds weird.
Now go on.
Just bury yourself, right? You've dug deep.
No more.
Is it hot in here or is my shirt red? Alex.
So anyways, my Korean name is Donggemul, which if you translate to English, Donggemul, translates to shit monster.
Yeah, I thought so.
I was like, I think shit monster does work in this context.
Wait. No. Let's call you Dongjengi.
Okay, but shit, what is that?
So, like, Jengy is like a professional title you would give someone. So your name would literally be Mr. Poop, or like professional pooper.
Yeah, but Gemul is like such a good name, and then I can have my special powers are Dong Chim, which is shit needle, which could also be something with dicks. Shit on it. I don't know. Wait, that's not that's not G-rated.
Right.
Or Spezzy, whatever name you come up with, because maybe my names aren't working.
I know your names are working. I've changed it.
Shit monster. There you go.
Mr. Poop, shit needles.
Yeah.
Sid is not here to tell me I'm not allowed to swear.
I think he's the Hungarian hypnotist. Hungry.
It's a long way to go. What is
it? The hungry hypnotist? Okay, that's also one. I mean, I don't know. Like before, I used to be called Applehead. That was like in high school, and then it went for like early days of the comics as well.
All right. Cool. Good story. What did you say, Nick May? What was it?
hungry hypnotist.
Got it.
Well, it was Hungarian.
Oh, shut up, Rob. That's not a picture of me.
Oh, I'm going to pass out.
Anybody want some cashews? Where's the thing? Oh, here you go. Anybody want some cashews?
I'm trying to cut down. I've heard
Alex,
your nickname.
I don't know what to
want
do.
Touch any of your food.
Alex, you are definitely amongst the. I'll tell you. Good evening, Peter Lane. Nice to see you. Robo Connor, evening all. Dick Tracy has the best bad guys, and they were the best part of the film, too.
We are the worst people to talk about it.
Shaden knows about Dick Tracy like I know about drawing. I was really scared for a minute there. Comment. Oh, this is Bo getting up in my grill. Bo, it's hard to talk and post all your nonsense at the same time.
Nick, you show anybody seconds for some cashews? They're unsalted because I have to avoid salt.
I find that an
I always thought it was you, Sis, who didn't like the comments. Mate, I like the comments. They just have a place. And now's the place, all right? Just bear with me, all right? Come on, mate. Did Nick just... Oh, some of these are not appropriate. Right,
Sorry, Spency, I've just got, because this is a rehearsed bit. So just as we practiced, who do I send the gifts to? Do I send them to you or Nick?
If you could send them to Quick, that would be much appreciated because I'm already getting
Please
enough
do.
heat for not clicking comments in time.
Oh, okay.
I should actually say to those watching, because Sis is now telling me to put the clicker up, but the clicker doesn't make sense, does it? Because it's to the wrong place. I don't know how any of this works. But if you are drawing at home, I think you can send to this thing at the bottom, comex.show/art. Otherwise, send it to detectivebudgie@gmail, and that will get to where it's got to go. I do have one picture that I have to upload at some point. But before then, or during then, Nick May, school us. I feel like you know all about Dick Tracy.
I know very little about Dick Tracy. When I was young, and everybody knows now because I just keep saying it, and I apologize for boring you, I wasn't allowed to watch TV, but at certain times, we would go to our grandma's and we were allowed to watch TV, and there was the Dick Tracy cartoon, and I didn't remember anything about it except that I used to get freaked out by it. And I was thinking about that today, so I pulled out my collector's edition of the Dick Tracy show, and I thought I'd watch a few episodes to see what it was that freaked me out. And I think at the start and at the end, they pretty much play the same thing. And there's lots of people screaming, and then you see a bird's eye view of the car driving down a street, and then all the cars separate as it goes past, and then and I'm not sure why that terrified me so much, but I did realize today that this would not be allowed to be made in 2024 with a lot of racial stereotypes and quite offensive things happening in there. But that was, I think that was
can you
probably
name us some examples?
So Dick Tracy is not really a part of the cartoon. So apparently the way that it was set up, it was meant to be syndicated or whatever. So a human in the studio who was presenting the cartoons would be dressed up like a police officer, and they would say something to introduce the show, and Dick Tracy would be there and he'd say, "I'll get right on it, Commander," and then he puts his wrist phone in front of his mouth so there's no lip syncing, and then he calls on one of his three helpers. So there's Joe Jitsu, who is an offensive Japanese stereotype. I think there's Hemlock Holmes, who is like a dog with a British accent. And there's somebody else whose name I can't remember anymore. But anyway, if you have the chance to watch the Dick Tracy cartoon, I'm going to say don't. But there was somewhere else. There was somewhere, might have been Women's Weekly or something, that they used to have the strip, or it might have been like the Sunday Telegraph or something. And a few years ago, I got a little bit obsessed with Dick Tracy, and I got this 100 Years of Dick, the very best of Dick Tracy.
You made Shaden laugh.
Which sort of goes through, it's got stories from the 30s up until the 70s, and you can really see Chester Gould's style change. One thing that struck me, like in some of the early stories from the 30s and the 40s, there were horrific tortures in there, like machines designed to slice people up and tear their skin off, and lots of people being held underwater and all of that sort of stuff. And I believe that people complained about how violent Dick Tracy was. I also believe people complained about Chester himself. Did I lose you? Yeah?
A little bit. Just the most factual part of the show, and
I believe he was
you a little bit.
Talk.
You believe he was?
I'm done.
Oh, well,
No, you're going all right, mate. Keep going.
I do believe that.
To quote Adam.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe puppetry of the penis.
Here. I can just swirling things. So
yeah, let's move on. Nick's done such a good job.
No, I know.
Why does he keep
Yeah, that's what I
doing
was...
that?
Is he shy?
What is he doing?
Yeah, and I had this cool.
Adam?
Yeah, I was like puppetry of the penis. Obviously, they made a real living out of torturing dicks. Anyway,
was it torture? I
don't know, mate. It was just a joke. It's not to be taken that seriously. Dave,
no.
Turns out he might have had another gadget. He had a flying wheelie bin he rode around in. Is that factual?
Right.
I feel like that's not true.
I don't know. It sounds legit to me.
Nick, May, we
Who
might.
told you that?
I'm not sure if we have you. We'll move on to Dave, and then we'll come back. I just received a text message from Nick May from 1930s. It says, this is how I text, see? I can hear nothing, and my internet's dropped out, see? So hopefully he'll log back in a second. But until then, Dave, let's before we get into the nitty and the gritty, let's spice it up a little bit. And we'll just jump straight into our round with you of two trues and a fakie. What's the other way around? Two fakies and a true. So, Dave, I'm going to give you three options. You tell me which one is the true one. Bugger off Billy, Bugger Ralph, Bugsy Bug Off.
Which is the true one?
Which is two of them I made up, and one of them is a real Dick Tracy villain.
Bugger
off Billy.
Bloody bugger off, Betsy. That's obvious.
Which one is it? Which one?
Bugsy something or other, whatever it was.
Oh, Bugsy Bug Off?
The last
Bugsy
one.
Bug Off, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Dave. For those playing at home, if they don't know what he looks like, there he is, of course, holding a jug, a vase, a mug. What is that? A jar,
That's one of those.
some might say, with a praying mantis or something inside it. So he's got that going for him. Nick May is back in the house, pixelated as all hell. Nick, we will return to you in just a sec. We're just chilling with Dave Dye at the moment. Dave, do you have a long history with the detective in yellow?
Well, we used to see him in the daily paper, or the paper we used to get, but I never read him. He wasn't aimed at my age group, so I didn't read it. G'day, and Lee, and so I wasn't very interested in him. Because they're only a daily strip, so they're only short. And you got to follow, what those daily strips, you got to be right on it to know what's going on. So if you don't see it every day, you're out of whack. So I never, but I have acquired this book here, which is quite good, The Complete Dick Tracy.
Yeah.
And this covers the years 1945 to 47, and it's got the dailies and the Sundays.
Jeez.
And that's Inchy on the front. See him
Isn't it
scratching
more
his neck?
G Willikers instead of G Whiz?
So anyway, yeah. So that's I don't really know a lot about him, except, as I said, I was watching his movie, Black and White, from 1939, which I thought looked quite good. I want to see the rest of that. And yeah, other than that, no, I don't know much about him really.
Sorry, Dave, can I just throw a compliment at you? If not, I don't have to. But
I don't.
I just wanted to say this
mate.
looks like a real 1940s comic strip being drawn because of the whole ink and everything. It feels like we're traveled back in time.
Nice.
Yeah,
look at all
it's
that.
old time stuff, mate.
What's
spilled
Dave Dodd's
But I have a
nickname?
feeling that's fake. It's got nothing to do with you painting. You were fixing a car before the show, weren't you?
Yeah, that's right. It's great.
What are those ones where you have to wind up at the front? You know, the ones you have to to start the engines, you have to go outside and there's like a little.
Every week, when I draw, I've got my little bottle of ink, and I always put it in this little box in case I have a little disaster. It'll only be contained within here. But tonight I thought, oh, I've been doing this so long, I've never had a problem. I'll just have it sitting on my desk. So sure enough, I moved my board and ink all over the bloody desk. So I had about 5 minutes lapse there where nothing was happening. I was cleaning up the disaster.
That's why I left that whole thing. I don't miss drawing. So I used to have like a little India ink and brush and nibs and used to carry them with me everywhere, and then just like a lot of times they would just spill, and my bag would be all black on the inside with all the content as well.
Yep.
Dave, I feel like your mobster villain nickname is right in front of you. What do you think it could be?
Squad 6.
Squad 6? Yeah, I don't know.
Body parts. Try and include body parts into you.
Squad 6 sticks.
Dave Inky Fingers.
Oh
man,
David Inky Fingers die. Come on, mate. Come on.
Oh, you're a bit worse than me, mate.
Almost preempted you, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
Really
great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Well done.
Inspired by the stream, gonna chuck the Warren Beatty, Al Pacino, Dick Tracy DVD on after this. Now, JK Inc. My big problem with that is that it's not a Warren Beatty, Al Pacino, Dick Tracy DVD. That's Warren Beatty and Horny McGee, Madonna DVD. My friend.
I've already chucked mine on.
Nailed it. All right. Well, I think after the artwork, we might do a little lightning round of our game because I anticipated 10 people being on the screen and there ain't 10. So we've got another round. We've got another round to look forward to. But quick, if you're ready, we might take a look at some of this.
Come on, let's see some.
Drawing my drawing. Drawing.
Make any money with your drawings?
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, when The Rock says shut up, bitch, that means it's time to look at some artwork. So without further ado...
You want me to press the buttons? You want to press the buttons? How are we going to do this?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd announce who and press, if that's all right.
Well, let's go back 2 weeks in time and look at some Looney Tunes from Martin Gammon. Here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
Well done, Martin.
Excellent.
That's
Very
good,
nice,
mate.
Marvin.
That is a nice Marvin. It actually reminds me, my daughter saw Tweety Bird on the back of someone's car, and she said, "Oh, there's that bird that's in that same cartoon with the guy with the brush on his head." And I had to do some thinking to be like, she's talking about Marvin the Martian, because I've got a little Marvin the Martian statue. Yeah, that's excellent, Martin. Beautiful.
Did
Yeah,
Tweety
well
Bird
done,
and
mate.
Marvin the Martian hang? I thought it was more like a Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny and stuff. I don't remember Tweety Bird and Marvin the Martian.
Yeah, so I don't think she's actually even seen the show. She might have just seen pictures of the cast of characters.
Oh, okay.
And because I've got a few Marvin things, because he was my favorite back in the day, she probably just recognizes him, and then she's seen the bird, and bird is the word.
Oh,
How
back
you
in the
going,
day,
Dick?
so if over Marvin the Martian, you're like, nah, he's shit now.
I used to. How does he? Did he used to talk like this? Is that his voice?
Yeah, I think so.
It was good.
He used to have a catchphrase that I can't recall, so I'm going to say it was "da da 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 da." G'day. That's his catchphrase. Nick, you missed out on telling us who your 1930s gangster, mobster, villain name would be.
I believe that I'm going to go with Fleshbeard McBaldstein.
Whoa.
And you got the Mick in there, so that you've done well by me. Fleshbeard McBaldstein. I like it. It's a mouthful.
It just feels like you left not because of your internet, because you wanted just some alone time to come up with that name.
I think the reason
that
my internet dropped out is because my family are watching Bridgerton in another room, and the internet found it offensive.
I thought it was Chat GPT used up all your RAM when you typed in funny 1930s mobster name for a guy that looks like this.
In truth, I was just logging into MSN, but nobody else was there, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it.
They're all on drink and draw, mate.
Yeah, what do we got next? Quick, Nick.
We've just got one more Looney Tune from the Trav Dog himself. I know that for a fact it's taken a few days. A lot going on here.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah, there is a lot going on.
Whoa, my goodness.
Yeah, no worries, Doc. I opened the window.
So it's like, is Sloppy Bunny now eating spinach?
It's
looks like
gallbladder.
Bugs has. Oh, there you go. Because
It's a
it looks like
gallbladder.
Bugs has stole his carrot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a lot to look at.
He's like that C word took my carrot. The C word is not carrot.
That's excellent, Trap Dog. Excellent.
Detective Budgie got a
I do love it though. I love
We'll
it.
go silent. We'll go silent because there's so much stuff to look at and read.
Yeah.
Where's
That's
Speedy
ripping,
Gonzalez? There's Budgie. I love the fact that there's like other stuff that's shown. Where I feel like there's Detective Budgie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you got.
Yeah, that's all
all.
So I know what the gag in this is Wile E. Coyote's been injured, and he asked them to open the window, and then all you hear is the busy street.
That's why he beat me. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
bloody hell. There's layers, mate. Layers.
There's so much going on. There's so much story going on. You could have done a 24-page comic with it.
Break it down.
It's like I just got to put all the information of a 24-page comic into one drawing.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Keep them coming,
That's
Mr. Dog.
Trev. Well done, mate. A lot of
All right,
work
let's
there.
get some Tracy's back cracking.
You want some dicks?
Well, I was saying it in a nice way, but sure. Neil Blandon.
It feels familiar. Why does this image seem so familiar?
He's got heaps of gadgets.
Nice radio. Yeah, see, lots of gadgets.
Yeah, on the one gadget. Fun fact, I tabled next to Neil Blandon 2 weeks ago. And I said, when are you coming on Drink and Draw again? And he said, what do you got coming up? And I said, well, we've got Dick Tracy and then Mad Max. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll do Dick Tracy. And as you can see, he's not here. I sent him a link. And he's like, what's that? And I said, remember, you're on Drink and Draw. But I don't mind saying that I read Teenage Secretion last night, which is the latest zine from Neil Blandon. Now, this might seem inappropriate with a name such as Teenage Secretion, but I read it to my son because I'm just going to spoil it. It's about a young boy that goes to, it opens with him dinging the doorbell at what would be his prom date's house, and he's greeted by the parents. Parents are very regular looking humans, but in Neil Blandon style. And he asks, is Fido Rita home? And of course she is home, and Fido Rita comes down the stairs, and she's a dog, an actual canine in a gown and dress, and she can't talk, and she just whoops. And he takes her to the dance, and they dance, and he takes her to get a milkshake, and he's so nervous that his sweat fills up the whole room until they almost drown. Fortunately, my son loved that bit, and then the next up they went to the park, and there Fido Rita saw another dog, and she ran off to fall in love with her true mate, leaving this poor chap all alone. I've just spoilt it page for page, but in Neil Blandon style, it's absolutely hilarious.
It's a very sad story.
It is
Pretty true to life by the sound of it.
Yeah. Dave, what was your last teenage... No, let's forget it.
Too long ago to remember, mate.
Quick, what else we got, my friend?
Martin Gammon with the goods.
Oh, Martin Gammon.
Right.
Nice.
It's cool one.
Yeah, wacko. Look at that.
That's really good.
Really nice, mate.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good on you, Martin. Yep, very good. Well, in the original script, I don't think he wore the trench coat too much.
Really? What?
He just wore his...
Oh, because he's playing
That might have been
Dave.
That might have been introduction with the movie, perhaps.
No, he wore a yellow trench coat before then, but I don't think he wore it as often.
Right, okay.
I hope, according to my drawing.
Well, I guess. Well, maybe.
Well, it wouldn't be wrong, mate.
Yeah, when it suits the weather, I guess.
Like the real world.
Yeah. Do you wear them in a trench, Dave? Why do they call them trench coats?
Well, probably from World War One, I guess, or even before. I guess they had trenches in the American Civil War.
I think it was when there was a shovel shortage and they used to dig holes with coats.
That makes way more sense. Yeah.
Shovel.
Yeah, I can see that.
Absolutely.
Speaking of excellent May contributions, bam.
Oh,
are we talking Dan May here?
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's Dan May. That's amazing.
Oh, that's your cover,
Daniel.
mate. Well done, Dan.
I think Minty Frisket makes a appearance down the bottom, as does the Budge.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Who's the dude's name? What's that villain called in the middle?
Flat Top.
Flat Top, that's
Flat
it.
Top.
Great.
Nice.
You just killed the game now, Nick. Someone's going to get that one.
Keep up, mate. Well done, Maisie. We like it.
Good work, Dan.
No
Excellent.
trench coat either. He's quick. We got some Tony Davos to celebrate. 77. Here we go.
Nice.
On it.
Nice.
That's really good.
Keeping it real.
Oh,
See
yeah.
it color?
Right. That's
You want to see it with color? Here we go. Boom.
Oh, yeah. That's
In
got
fact,
the
I'd
vibe.
argue that's a different drawing. That's a
I
totally
think you're
different.
Correct. No argument.
Now I want to see it in 3D. Is there a 3D version as well? Because it goes from
No,
black and white,
there is.
color, 3D.
Davo, again. Boom.
Hey,
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
okay. Well
It's
done,
Quiz
mate.
Dan, what did he say?
Mumble.
Quiz Dan, what did he say? Quiz Dan, what did he say? Little face, itchy prune face.
The brow.
I'm Dick Tracy. Take that, prune face. Now I'm prune face. Take that, Dick Tracy. Now I'm prune Tracy. Excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Solid.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Solid work.
They dead ringers for the characters, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Excellent.
Good little tribute.
He's a bit of a dark horse, Tony Davidson.
do it.
He's got the whole range of different styles.
Well, what color is your horse, Dave? Like, what color is Dinky?
He's a bay.
He's also a dark horse.
Yeah, he's a dark horse, yeah.
There we go.
That's
He's a
right.
truly dark horse. So look at all these dark horses on these shows.
You know what else?
Isn't that odd?
So they are
Nick
saying
May.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Good thumb and bum.
Yeah.
Is this like an older Dick Tracy because he's got grey hair? He's got
That's what I thought. He looks a little aged. Yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
Mr. Fantastic. Or was that Mr. Fantastic cosplaying as Dick?
It's actually Dave. You might have to remind me who Al Cap did a parody of Dick Tracy, Fearless Fosdick.
Yeah, that's
And,
right. Yeah.
And I was looking at how Al Cap did the hair. It's a little bit like how Chester Gould did it originally.
Ah, right. Yeah.
That would have been my MSN handle, Fearless Fosdick.
See this one here? I'm copying that a little from Chester Gould, so you can see those strokes,
Yeah, I love it.
horizontal strokes for his hair. Yeah, under his hat.
Excellent.
Speaking of MSN, quick, did you ever use AIM?
No, I don't aim.
You guys are
Shoots from the hip, mate. That's a straight shooter right there.
So
Here's my next straight shot.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, quick.
That's beautiful, mate.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Scribbling on yellow.
Good,
I tried to get that nose, that important Dick Tracy nose, but on a different angle. That was kind of my goal.
I was going to say, the face is amazing.
Yeah.
But you can see it's still Budgie style, isn't it? I mean, quick style.
Yeah.
I often call quick Budgie for those at home. Yeah.
Yeah, that nose. Like, Alex, that's what you've been called a handful of times, isn't it? Dick Nose?
Dick Nose, no. It's been called they're just a straight up cunt. What they?
Sizzle.
Michelle is often smart. Michelle's back in the game.
Wow, Michelle, that's fantastic.
What the heck?
I thought after an hour it's okay.
Let's talk about Michelle's artwork, Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch. Yeah. That's fantastic.
And sometimes, all right, yeah, right. Good. That's excellent. That is bloody excellent. That's some Beatty vibes, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Very really good, actually.
Makes me want to eat a wagon wheel for some reason.
Bit peckish, are ya?
Actually, it's really cool to see like proper like painted stuff as well. Very nice.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of very traditional art coming in as well.
Yeah,
how can we get our hands on these?
Yeah, if she doesn't already, she needs to have a little Etsy stall or something and sell these things.
Absolutely, I agree.
Although you could never put your drink on them though.
Oh no!
No, it'd be a shame. It'd be.
Could you put your drink on this?
Hey!
Oh, shade.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Roller skates.
This is like.
Oh man, I should have did. Oh man.
Shane, this is like him at the academy, sort of thing. This is like him straight out of like police academy. He looks like he's 21 here or something.
Yeah.
Where's the funny guy making the noises and the other
Michael
police academy
Winslow
characters? Yeah.
Well, we got a few more after this.
Brilliant, Shaden.
Someone uploaded a
Very good.
little animated GIF from the TV show, but it's not animated. So there's a freeze frame of it. I'm sure Nick May appreciates it.
Yeah, that was the episode where he got stuck in a basket.
Okay, is that his wheelie bin?
No, he's really been in jail.
Oh yeah, of course. And we've got one more now before we go around.
I don't care what he's been. What is he?
Adam Gillespie. Here we go.
Adam Gillespie.
Adam, that is a great rogues gallery.
I really like that one.
That is amongst the.
What's the purple one called? Because he's now pretty suspicious.
Arse face, prune face.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Nick also sees what I see. Okay.
No.
There's like a starfish.
Who's this one closest to me?
Sorry, Shane. My apologies. Sorry.
Who's this guy right here?
Mumbles.
That's not, of course. The Dustin Hoffman character.
Yeah.
Oh, we go.
People did it.
The fat one played by.
People did it.
Right?
Do you want to do a lightning round of two ones that aren't the truth and then one that is the truth?
Yeah, I do.
Gotta do
Right.
it, mate.
Shay Dizzy, let's start with you. I've got 3 of them. Tell me which one is real. Honeypuss, Stud Bronson, Whip Shoot.
Ooh. It's definitely not the first one.
Honeypuss, Stud
Okay,
Bronson, Whip Shoot.
The second one.
It's got to be stuff.
Trick question. They were all actually villains, and to prove it, here is a picture of Puttypuss.
No! Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, I can't believe
What
it.
is that?
And weirdly, I've just realized it's called Puttypuss, and I typed in Puckerpuss, and that's why I got a cat that looks like it's puckering up. So I totally misread the thing.
Oh, Spedsy.
All right, quick. Are you ready? Bell
Yeah.
Bottom Bill, Blowtop Jones, Blowjob Tones.
Number 2, please.
Scrolling to my button.
Yeah.
Of course, it is Blowtop Jones, to whom I didn't download a picture. So let's just keep going, Alex. Pig E Bank, Just in Time, Guns McShoot.
Guns McShoot.
Pig E Bank was a Dick Tracy villain, of course. There he is right there. Yeah,
Rob.
g'day, mate.
This
Oh,
wasn't
you
what
know
we
what?
rehearsed.
Here we go. I made a huge mistake. Nick May, Trucker Russ, Ducker Dog, or Pucker Puss. There's obviously 2 puss villains, so let's forget that one. So Nick May, here we go. No face, some face, all face.
Some face, no face, all face. I'm going with no face. Yeah.
Congratulations, you have won no face.
I thought you were going to show Rob.
And lastly, Dave Dye. Here we go. Which of these is true, and which of these is true? You don't need to point out the fakes. The Apparatus King, the Asparagus King, the Artichoke King.
Oh, geez. That's not a very easy one. Artichoke. The Artichoke King. Oh.
Dave, the correct answer was not asparagus, but who the hell's got a picture of an Apparatus King? The answer was Apparatus King. There's some things that'll make your pee smell weird. All right, Alex, do you want to
apologize? Sure. Oh, sorry.
Don't have to apologize to me, mate.
Sorry, Shane. Yeah, I saw it.
Anyway,
yeah, go on.
No, you want to talk?
Oh yeah, that's right. About sketch party, right?
Tell us a little something.
Oh shit! After being so silly, now I've got to talk about something serious. It's not that serious. Just bringing a sketch party to Sydney. So it's like a little drawing event that started in LA. There you go. There's me going like, being moron. But yeah. Basically, what we do is we're going to be staying at the Carrington Hotel, which is in Surrey Hills, Sydney. So, I'll be setting up paper on all the tables, and we'll set up pens and pencils. People just show up and drink beer and draw, or drink water and just draw on the table. So as you can see, a lot of people, talented people, come in to do drawings. And so it's called Sketch Party. The Instagram is Sketch Party Sydney, and also you can check out. We only got two posts from the test session, but it's my friend Adam. He's funny. And then also, check out just Sketch Party SD, and Sketch Party Nagoya. So they've got a bunch of posts. So we're going to be trying to do what they're doing, but in Sydney. So So check out Sketch Party on Facebook and Sketch Party Sydney on Facebook and Sketch Party Sydney on Instagram for all the exact details.
All right. Looks good, mate.
Yeah.
Looks like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun because I used to go to a lot of drink and draws, and it's a lot of times just people just there a little bit to themselves, or like I end up either drawing and not talking, or not. Yeah. But anyways, it's like I've been to the LA one a couple of times, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm hoping
Is that in Sydney as well?
Sorry. Yeah. It'll be in Sydney.
Sydney as well.
Yeah, it'll be in Sydney. It's also in San Diego. So if you guys, any of the San Diego people, anybody from Nagoya watching, they have them as well. So just check out Instagram, Sketch Party, and usually all four of us will pop up on it.
2 hours later.
Yeah, I didn't rehearse it. Sorry, guys, I didn't rehearse. I'm not really a salesperson. No. I just want people to show up. Anyways, it doesn't cost anything. Just show up and draw.
It sounds absolutely awesome. I'm just mucking around. Yeah, no, that's awesome, Alex, and kudos for
sounds good.
Spearheading it.
But did you draw any digs to that?
None that I can show on the internet. There.
No, just a heap of dicks.
Now, next week on the show, Tim McEwen will be here, and Tim McEwen suggested we draw Mad Max or Furiosa or any characters from that franchise as that movie is about to drop. So,
did he work on it?
Tim McEwen on the show? No, I don't believe he did, but someone who did work on the show on the movie was Bug and Stump's Mark Sexton, who will also be on Drink and Draw.
That is so good.
On the next show. So in a fortnight, expect. I was hoping to announce another legend. The invite is in the mail. Yet to hear back, but so we'll see. But Tim McEwen, Mark Sexton, and all of us. It's Chris Hemsworth.
That guy's always on the show.
Totally wrecked it. But until then. So that's in 2 weeks. So please start drawing your Mad Maxes now, because we'd be not amazing at promoting the show other than on the show. So here we are promoting it now.
Is there another Mad Max movie coming out? Is there?
There is.
Yeah, but he's
right.
But I tell you what, something else furious is Alex Major's pen as he's animating the crap out of some Dick Tracy.
Oh, look at that.
I figured he's wearing a trench coat, and like people usually with trench coat like to say, "Hey, check out what's inside my trench coat," and that's what Dick Tracy's doing for fun.
I love that pink circle hand there. It's just makes you double look.
There you go.
Doesn't it, folks?
Everything Alex does and says makes you double look.
It wasn't supposed to be. There's supposed to be no real innuendos. I was thinking of putting the carrot pointing in a different direction, but I was like, nah, that's not the best joke.
Better not commit to it. You controlled yourself. I can't believe it.
Oops, I accidentally turned the music off. Well, while we're flashing things on the screen, do us a favor and hit the like button. Unfortunately, to get seen in this internet scape, you need clicks and all this sort of stuff. So if you could also hit subscribe, that would be cool. Because we would, like to have you back each fortnight and checking out the rest of the shows here on this very network, such as Chinwag on Tuesday nights, the OzComX show fortnightly on Wednesdays with your host, Sladen. And make sure you also click that bell thing, because that's a thing as well. And if you could drop a comment, it sounds like lots of homework, but if you start now, you should be done before bedtime.
Leave comments. Even like if you're watching it later, just leave some comments, because it's a fun read. It gives people reasons to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe that's our show. So normally Sizzle is here to tell me that it's not our show, that I have forgotten something, but he's not here. So who knows what I've forgotten. So see you in a fortnight. For Mad Max, Tim McEwen, Mark Sexton, all these crazies. Thank you so much to these crazies for being here tonight. Obviously, not much of a show if it's just the red-faced McGee by himself. So, and thanks to everybody for sending in art. Get those Mad Maxes in and we'll put them up on the screen. thank you so much. Do check out the Comex shop if you get a chance. And Nick, May, I believe you wanted to test out your new catchphrase to take us home.
I'm on my way.
From misery to happiness today.
Like and subscribe to the channel.
Alfred, let's go shop.
Comex.shop.
Say goodnight.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Good night. See you next time.
Press the button, the button.
Just press the button. See.
Time to go home now, little doggy.
Where's the sizzle?
I want you to